Alright guys, Dale Crash King RC, back on the scx10 2 kit tonight. I actually went ahead and did all of the links, lower rears, upper rears, assembled them. Pretty simple, same way the steering and all that. Studs screw in here, and then you got your different ends. As you can see, certain degree, which is right probably around 22 degrees there. Then that's also probably around 22 degrees, but 90 degree this way. Sorry. Again, phone right in front of me, so I'm kind of talking over top of it. But anyhow, that's the links. I went and put them together. I actually built the front axle as far as the links go on it. Your top link, your lower links, and this has a panhard bar, which keeps your track in line. Pretty simple. But I went ahead and done that stuff because of just time consuming. For some reason, this is actually set up to where it could have been a 4-link front end, which is really not what you're wanting, but you just put one extra spacer in here, so not a huge deal. I just figured I'd point that out. Something I did just notice a minute ago. Been trying to get set up for this. According to this picture here, it's kind of, I'm going to say, just not a very good picture. It looks to me like these dudes go in here like this and like this. Because just the picture, they should have done just a little bit a different direction of 3D picture to show you this end and this end, because they're both bent, and according to this, it looks like it's almost bent over here. And then of course this does look like it's hooked real hard to the right instead of up, but still, it's just kind of a strictly, I hate saying this all the time, I really do. Maybe it's the OCD or ABC or whatever, but my opinion on the photograph. But I am trying to kind of build this a little bit at a time. 2 reasons. My wife works 3rd shift, which sucks for me, but so I just kind of sit around and mope all daggone night. So I can't sleep where the hoot is. And when she's not in there, well, I sleep even worse. But, and, during the day, I seem to be busy doing other things. Helping my children and my grandchildren. Love my grandchildren. So, it's kind of like at night I can just come in here and cut loose a little bit. It's, I don't know, 11:54. But I'm going to get this links put on, probably call it quits on it tonight. The other reason I do these later of an evening is my phone service is just about as good as a string in 2 cans. I just loaded a video a little while ago, and it said 44 minutes for, I don't know, at least 30 minutes before it dropped off of 44 minutes. So when I try to load a video onto YouTube here, it takes me a month of Sundays just to get it to load. So what I've been doing is loading them as I lay down and letting some of them take off overnight. And then in the morning, my phone's normally blowed up because it tells me it loaded, and it tells me that, somebody comments, which is cool, and I'm good with it. Keep commenting. If I don't answer right away, it's probably because I'm being lazy and sleeping. But, anywho, with all that silliness being said, and I just lost the daggone bolt and the tool all in one shot. Real flippin' genius. But with that being said, as far as the loading, it does make it a little bit easier on me if I, so to speak, I'm able to let this thing just load while I rest, and then I'm also not worried about missing, you know, somebody calling me, or, you know, having to leave and lose complete reception. I do have Wi-Fi. Some people call it Wi-Fi. I call it Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, it works or not, because where we live at, it's pretty crappy service around here. But if I let this dude go overnight, then I'm kind of free of worries. I don't do anything else that doesn't kill even more timing on it. Good thing I noticed that. In each one of these hind joints, there is a little piece you got to put in there. It's the swivel. They actually have certain ways they go in. It's probably, you know, nonetheless. I actually switched some of them on my own, because if something comes apart and that opened end, the small end, is out, a lot of times the ends will slip over them. So sometimes I'll sneak and put the washered end toward the bolt. Yeah, it's probably not good, and I need to watch what I'm doing, because I missed the center altogether. But when I do that, if something happens and it fails, it won't come completely off the truck. It will just come out, hit the bolt, or hit that washered edge, and hang up right there. So, yeehaw. But I am not left-handed. And reaching around this phone, very uncomfortable. And I've got some work to do, because I screwed up on that link. They have to be certain directions too. For instance, your angle needs to be out on both sides at the top link, because these are going from the center here. So you need both of them towed out. Then up here, they need to be towed up, because this actually goes up into the chassis. And this one is wrong. This one's actually pointing down. So not a big deal. I'll just spin it around. If it can go more, I'll take it more. But if it can't, and it can't, I'll back it off. Really don't like doing that, because then that's actually loosening it out of the threads. Technically, I should take it apart, shim it, or file down the head or something, but I'm not going to. I'll just turn it a little bit. But that is that. Rear axle links. Axle itself pretty much complete, other than the hex hubs. Looks like the next step is probably the shocks here. Probably not going to really waste everybody's time with showing that. I'll probably just assemble all of them at one and then kind of do it. I mean, I'm just doing this for those of you who have never done it before. My first build was pretty, you know, cool for me, but it said it was a rather long build, and I went crazy on the first night and had 2/3 of the truck built. So more or less it was just me being excited. But like I said, I have been wrenching for many moons on full size. I've worked on everything from, well, let's just say RC cars all the way to top fuel funny cars. Not mine, but a good friend of mine who has passed several years back here. And he actually allowed me to be in the shop when he was working on them several times, and fiddled around with him. And then I have also had hot rods. So, but that's that. Something cool about this kit, they give you all kind of extra ends. These can come in handy on other builds as well. And then this mess right here. Because this truck, let me go back into the instructions. This truck is actually set up for 3 different suspension lengths. Your front is pretty well standard, but your rear you have 12.3, which uses a 93 and a 101.5 link. Then if you flip the page, that I can't do, you have a 12-inch wheelbase, 85.5 and a 94 millimeter. Then you can go even shorter. That's what she said, with 11.4, which is a 71 millimeter and an 80 millimeter. So pretty wicked. I like the longer wheelbase. I have a couple trucks that are longer wheelbase. So well, guys, gals, thanks for watching, those who do. Like I said again, Dale, Crash King RC. Might as well tell Josh if he gets a chance to watch this. The guys from up north of me in Wilmington. I hope I get this thing together and get a trail lit with you guys. They've all got a bunch of scx10s, 2s, and I'm the only one that don't. And you know, just shout out to all my good friends. Sheen RC, I hope I said that right, sir. You're phenomenal for commenting. I appreciate it. You guys that have got more subscribers and better videos, I appreciate any time you watch. And you know, if you guys ain't familiar with them, look them up. Man, I forgot the other guys. Gentlemen, I apologize. I'm horrible with names. Ask Aaron. It took me like a week or better to learn his. He's a pretty good guy. Watches me a bit. But you know, anybody who watches my videos, if you look at my comments, man, look these guys up, because these guys that are commenting on me are phenomenal. The gentleman with YouTube pages. 4 Mods. If you haven't seen his stuff, guys, I am a huge supporter of him. I can't get his stickers right, but this is him, 4 Mods. Pretty quick and simple name. He's from Canada. Wickedly cool guy. Hemi Storm, he hasn't been posting much, but another gentleman from Canada that is forever cool to me. These guys have got way more than I do, and they comment to me, so it means something. And for the guys who are doing this in the same as I am, you understand what I mean. So guys, gals, thanks. Sorry about the little rambling, but appreciate the support and the comments. I'll try to get this loaded as soon as I can. I got the first one. I'm going to try to get loaded tonight for the actual assembly of the axles. But thanks again. Like, click, subscribe, and you know, have some fun with RCs. If that's not your thing, find something that is. And you know, a passion's a passion. Thank you all.